You already know it's a Pyrite Town Punks production. Yeah. How about Johan versus Lhions? They just got started.
Let's do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Right. Snorlax got faked out by Ludicolo and Kyogre hit it with a Hydro Pump, so Snorlax already very low HP. Gonna have to put on some music. Hope it's not too loud. Yeah.
Looks like Lugia is in a good position here. Arrow Blast into Bloody. Snorlax is going to take a Protect and avoid that Hydro Pump while Lugia gets the KO on Bloody Combo. Kyogre to target down Lugia.
Gengar comes in. So we've seen a few Gengars in this tournament. Also, quite a few Metagross, and Metagross does seem to be as solid of a mon as always, even though Groudon and Kyogre threaten it so hard.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. We see a lot of Metagross this tournament for those reasons.
Yeah.
Gengar surviving.
Okay, Kyogre takes out Snorlax, but Snorlax got the important Quick Claw to bring the Gengar down to very low HP. But it actually procs the Select Berry, so maybe that's not in Lhions' favor actually. If Gengar has Boom, no, it has Destiny Bond. All right, can Lhions play around that? Kyogre eats its Slum Berry. Lugia misses the Arrow Blast. No, that's so unfortunate. Well, I guess Kyogre would have lived, but like missing Arrow Blast, that always hurts so hard.
Yeah, it's a very hacksy turn. Got a lot of things going for both sides, really. Destiny Bond on Gengar, I think, is probably pretty underrated currently. I think that really would throw a lot of people who are expecting it to explode when it's in those vulnerable situations. Be surprised to see what it does during this kind of next turn, if it wisps into Groudon, or maybe even Mewtwo gets worried about the self-destruct.
I feel like Destiny Bond would have been a nice tech in the original JAA, but in our open team sheet version, probably not the best because, yeah, your opponent knows you have it. So I feel like in that sense, Explosion is kind of similar, but would be better, I feel like. But I guess they want to go full special, so I understand. But actually, yeah, Gengar gets the 2-hit KO on Groudon, so it outspeeds the Mewtwo now at +1. Kyogre might want to switch out to reset the rain.
Yeah, Johan taking his time.
Yeah.
Watching that timer down to 10 seconds now.
Groudon endures.
Really thinking about what he wants to do here.
Right, very smart Endure on the Ice Punch. Does not get frozen. Kyogre takes out the substitute. Kyogre very crucially living on 2% of its HP, just like Gengar. And now Gengar can go for Gengar can go for the Ice Punch once again. It should outspeed Groudon, even though they're both at +1.
Mewtwo's running something like Icy Wind here. I team sheet in front of me that might outrun Gengar depending on what it's running. Although I think Gengar might have it here.
Yeah, I think Gengar should always outspeed.
Endure.
Yeah, they get the 50% double Endure. Okay, Mewtwo takes out Gengar. And Kyogre with another Ice Beam. One more Ice Beam is going to be enough. But now Groudon just threatens Earthquake. Yeah, it's just going to win here at this point. Because it can just Earthquake.
That's pretty safe to say.
Unless maybe Kyogre has like a Quick Claw. I think I saw Quick Claw Kyogre at some point, but... No, this one was Slum Berry, right? This one had Slum Berry.
Right.
Okay, they just protect. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's nothing... Maybe Metagross has Quick Claw? But otherwise, there's nothing stopping Groudon from getting the double KO here. Groudon is such a menace, man.
Yeah, I know when I was doing a lot of team building earlier, it was one of the things that I looked at and said, in a meta that is so especially offensive, Groudon comes in on paper it can look really weak, but man, when it hits like a truck.
Yeah.
It does that really, really well.
I still can't see Komodo Dragons' match. Can you see it? It's not.
I think was in a second. Yeah, Don's having some issues, I think.
Yeah.
Let's try to get that.
He's also not in the room, so I can't look at his profile.
Yeah, he's not showing up. Go back to Johan game, so they Moto Dragon started BLJ.
Okay, BLJ disconnected. Oh, okay, Johan's team sheet has an error because there are 2 bright powders in the team sheet. But of course... Wait, are they running bright powder and Lex incense?
Those are 2 separate items.
Yeah.
2 separate Lex incense, 0.95 accuracy.
Yeah. Not an item you should ever use, honestly. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know there's only so many viable items in the tier.
Yeah.
But if you really need that one, it's a very interesting choice. It's very, I guess it leans more on the side of Haxi, but
yeah. Alright, so we got confirmation that Zapdos is actually leftovers. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
See how this plays out. Do love Bloody Colo this format for a 6 slot. He's very good. I know offensively minded Bloody Colos in particular with Hydro Pump and Rain are just crushing. I think Kyogre plus Bloody Colo in the Rain to KO pretty much everything.
Yeah, and something that's interesting about Ludicolo is you can go for dual weather with Kyogre, Groudon, and have Ludicolo kind of work in both. If it has like Hydro Pump and Solar Beam, for example. That's something that in 2005 in Japan there was a tournament where they could... It was at level 50 and they could use legendaries, but because it was at level 50 they could only use Kyogre, Groudon. So it was effectively like GS Cup with 2 legendaries on every team. And in that tournament the winner actually had Ludicolo with like Solar Beam and Hydro Pump. And it's very smart because you can lead with Kyogre, but then switch in Groudon for Kyogre. You keep your speed boost from Swift Swim in that turn, even though the sun gets set up. And then you can Solar Beam with a very fast Ludicolo. So I think that's a very interesting idea that they had. I don't know if anybody went for that this time. Alright, Lugia goes down to the Double Thunder. Yeah, this Lugia did not have any bulk investment. Because otherwise I feel like it would have lived that double up.
Yeah, offensive Lugia. I haven't seen too many of them this tournament.
Yeah.
Because I think it just walls so well. I know variant Iran was very pace setting, a lot of protect substitute trying to position itself, and we're Gengar coming out with the Destiny Bond here. Kind of wondered if Lhions would kind of fear that a little bit and kind of stay away from it this turn. Mewtwo with the substitute though.
Yeah. I was expecting maybe an explosion. I'm not sure if they have it. I guess they don't. From Gengar, but yeah. Um,
That's a good pair on Snorlax there.
yeah. Yeah, making sure you outspeed with your own Snorlax, that's pretty huge. And then maybe you can get the KO here with Body Slam if you don't get a low roll, maybe.
Right, and if that Mewtwo, I don't know if it's EV'd or not to beat Gengar, probably is. So I think it's in a very safe position to hit that slot. Oh, Endure. It's going to go with the Endure instead. And Mewtwo's going to position itself instead, knocking out the Snorlax on Johan. So
Yeah.
back to Letty Bella.
Lhions just ignoring the Gengar. I wonder what... So it has Thunder and Ice Punch. Right, it's Endure, Destiny Bond, Thunder, Ice Punch, but... Yeah, really wasn't that threatening, so he could just ignore it.
And
right.
Johan's gonna forfeit game.
We're going to game 3.
Ready for game.
Do you know?
Game 2.
Yeah, do you know if Komodo Dragon played already, or? I can't.
I doubt this match was that fast.
Yeah. It didn't pop up. It didn't pop up at all in the watch battles section, so I guess they didn't start yet. Anyways.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to... Yeah, I guess you can leave Gengar at home this time. I'm not sure if it really worked out for you. Although with Thunder it did great damage, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the novelty has worn off a little bit with it.
Yeah.
For this match, though, I think that Lhions is more than ready to play around it at this stage.
But yeah, this looks like
off the ground and an explosion from
wow.
A self-destruct Snorlax turn 1. That's very aggressive. Metagross at 20%. There's a lot that can outrun and KO it, so we'll see what Lhions is in here.
Yeah, but very smart. Very smart to bring down the Metagross to such low HP where it's basically KO'd already.
Will we see a Protect from Metagross here? That's my question.
Maybe, yeah.
Because Kyogre has the weather, but that also means it's slower. Yep, you will see the Protect. Arrow Blast into Ogre.
And the double up just gets the KO.
Earthquake gets it. It does.
Huge KO.
This might be a very fast game 3.
I guess now Lugia cannot Oko Metagross, I guess. Oh, but they just go for Hydro Pump. Very smart. But yeah, it gets the KO on Ludicolo.
That is very fast game 3.
Yeah. Alright, GG's to Lhions for making top 4.
Ace.